Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
No debate, cause it's all. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth.
Love to see this team add another receiver, whether that's trade or free agency.
That's okay. Pittsburgh's the AARP retirement home.
There's a bunt record. That person's never going to have to worry about that thing ever getting broken.
I hate analytics. I think it's ruined the game I grew up loving.
I will do unspeakable things for the Giants to win this rule.
Oh, pause.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. The six-pack is back. College football is back. Me wasting $8 on a parlay every week is back. Miami is back. For now, we'll see. It's good to be back. All right. Happy official first week of football season. Last week is kind of like a little appetizer, if you will. It's one of those kind of like awesome, get some football. And listen, me and Matt go 5 for 5. Didn't disappoint. We were talking SEC ball today. No SEC creators are making it today. One's sick. One doesn't know how to use a cell phone, and the other one's traveling. So I went from 3 to 0. But we got a Notre Dame fan coming on. He's a fun guy. We'll see if I can push his buttons a little bit today. We'll see. But it's going to be a fun show today. We are going to be talking all the big matchups of week 1. I am looking forward to every single minute of it. And, let's get started. First off is my co-host, Mr. Matt Ordazzo. Matty, I have one thing to say to you, sir. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Hey, we got the three boys from the 203 on the pod tonight, and then Nate from the 619. That's probably not the right area code, but that's all I know.
California is such a strange state. I'm even repping some U stuff. Shout out to Dime Life for this shirt. DJ Williams' company, by the way. But so we're repping that tonight.
Other than that, I did have my first fantasy draft the other day.
Oh yeah, I got one after this show, and then I have one tomorrow. Yeah, I'm like, I have the family draft tomorrow. That one's brutal. That one I might like start throwing punches.
This one we have pretty much like right after the show. Definitely going to be auto drafting, probably like 60% of it.
Yeah, I wasn't okay with this. I thought, it's so funny. I legit thought I was gonna have off tomorrow because of all the work getting canceled because of just Labor Day weekend. So I was like, oh cool, my time off starts early. And then I'm like, nope, working tomorrow, 5-day week, here we come. And I'm like, oh, here we go. So we're hanging in there, we're surviving. I'll just have to suck it up tomorrow and finish running on my insane errands after anyway. But we got football starting tonight, so make sure you get your parlays in. Chris already got his picks in since he's officially back in the six-pack. He won't be here this week, and he's 500. He's 50% for next week. We're looking at trying to get him on 3 or 4 to 5 Thursdays a month, so it should be a fun time for all those who missed the announcement a few weeks ago. We do have a special guest filling in for Kevin because he's got a little stomach bug. We hope he feels better. Is co-host of 3rd and 10, a Notre Dame fan, a Mets fan, and a Giants fan. Danbury kid and overall solid dude. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Germanaro. I thought Nate was going to beat me to the trigger on that one. So.
What's up, boys?
How you doing, brother?
Happy to be back. I'm great. Happy to be back. Show went great last week, so why not go 2 for 2 on it?
Yeah, listen, what's so funny? It was this morning. Basically, so what ended up happening was, Brian, usually I try not to bring first-time guests back-to-back weeks because it's not fair to them. It's not. We had 3 or 4 people like sort of lined up for today, and the keyword was sort of. It was all tentative. One just never responded to the question. He ignored it. Which listen, he's a busy guy. I don't really blame him for that. Another one happened to have to go to go to a DC for work. I was like, you know what? Okay, legit excuse. And then I get a text this morning from our last guest. And he's like, yeah, I'm sick. I'm like, understandable. feel better. So, Nate, is Brian available?
Yeah.
Even DJ, who's our usual fourth man on the depth chart when we need some bodies on the screen. DJ is, obviously he's a pretty adjacent member of the show. DJ's like, it's gonna be such a tight turnaround with us prepping for our show. I don't know if I can make it. I'm like, all right, I really hope Brian can make it. Nate goes, oh yeah, Brian can make it. Oh, thank God.
I'm glad to take the stress out of your life. That's what I like to do for people.
I stress to be out of my life when I'm with my feet up on a beach eating an egg sandwich on Monday morning. I am
that
just
sounds incredible.
Yeah, I am just I literally may get off the boat. I'm gonna drive my truck to the beach, grab an egg sandwich at one of the delis in town, and just literally sit there and just chow.
Yep. Can't beat that. I mean, that sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I can do that this weekend.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, listen. I mean, it's my only other vacation of the summer was me and Matt driving like psychopaths through Pennsylvania and Ohio. So kind of a little change of pace.
Yeah, a little bit.
If you ask Blaine, you were driving like a psychopath, and I was being defensive, and I also got roasted for driving normal. So I don't think either of our drivings were approved.
So here's the
doesn't
thing.
Sound like it,
Brian. I drive a pickup. All right, I drive a very long Silverado. I am not used to having a turbocharged sports car wagon, and like big toe is 80 miles an hour, full foot it's 120. It's
you
not
have to give it a lot.
Yeah,
no.
My truck full foot is about 100 miles an hour. My like big toe, that's 40. It's that's with the engine tuner chip I have in it. Like not like stock, it maybe hits about 35 on big toe. So it's like everyone gets that is a SpongeBob reference, by the way, for all the use it.
You'd be driving that Q3 and you'd sneeze and you go from 35 to 70.
Jesus.
They had a lot of pick me up. You didn't have to do much to it. There's times where you look down and you're like, ooh.
You're like, woo, okay.
But it doesn't feel like it. Feel like you're going 65.
It felt like just everyone on the highways is driving slower.
Oh yeah, I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling when everyone's driving slower.
We live in literally the second worst traffic city in the state. So I mean, third worst. Yeah. Oh no, I still consider Newtown the worst traffic city in the state because for
that
some
reason,
lane. Yeah, 4-lane to 2-lane for no reason other than just chaos. Hartford, I'd say, also is up there, and Bridgeport, Waterbury is pretty bad too.
Yeah, Waterbury. There's certain times in Waterbury you just don't go. You avoid it at all costs.
It's so funny because I had BP usually on the other side of Waterbury, so I'd be driving there, and I'd be like, "Well, this isn't so bad. It's about bad." Honestly, you're right though. Honestly, the worst still, I think. Nothing beats 95 traffic, though. 95 is just
95 to 91 on Long Wharf in New Haven is really bad. And Nate's probably like in the most congested state in the world, and he's probably laughing like, "Yeah, these guys don't know traffic."
They're basically getting taxed on their social scores about how much they actually drive. So whatever Nate's dystopian state he lives in. So
yeah, pretty much.
If it wasn't for the weather, that place would be considered top 10 worst places to live on Earth.
The weather does a lot. It holds a lot of Colorado. That and like the nature of it, because you could go from like the beach to like the mountain, like the redwoods and stuff. But yeah, outside of that, you would just be a hellscape.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, we've talked about him enough. Ladies and gentlemen, our producer's in the back. Big man Nate. What up, Nate?
Yeah. How's it going, boys? Good to see Brian again.
He's decked out in A's gear. I love it right now.
Yep, because don't wait. Next week's gonna be Giants gear. Yes, sir. Hey, what's it called? We did our NFC North and NFC West preview today, which is really fun. Ironically enough, it was 3 hours before the big trade was announced. But Brian, we got to read-record our stuff again, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, sir. So because you talk about the pack, and then the pack made a move, and then
I will say because the last time that
it's okay.
Yeah,
I will say because the last time Brian was on the show, this was before I think the Jets played them in the preseason. I will say I got to throw my roses to the Giants because they looked really good against us. And, before I was thinking 6 or 7 wins. If they play like this the whole time, I know even though Russ had that interception, you can tell that the receiver ran the wrong route.
Yeah, it was miscommunication.
I will say I would not be shocked if the Giants get to 9 wins if the defense plays the way they did and if the offense can mesh like they did. I know it's going to be a whole different ball game playing against first string, defenses and everything in the NFL compared to preseason, but they looked really good. They looked a lot better than I thought they were going to look. So the future, Jackson Dart looks really good. So I think the future is at least bright for the Giants, even if they don't amount to like the success that I think a lot of people hope that they do this year.
Yeah. Even like the big thing for the Giants this year is just be competitive. Like in November last year, we were dead, blow out every single game. Just be competitive. Even if you go 0-8 in 1-score games, at least have 1-score games. Don't make us turn our TV off by the time halftime comes on. So that's my big thing for the Giants this year. Just put a competitive product on the field, not an embarrassment.
Yeah. I want to watch them in peace. Like if we lose by maybe it's like a heartbreaking loss, but don't lose by like 21 and all that stuff that make me depressed.
Listen, Nate, I just want good content. So like Dark Side Nate presented by Righteous Felon is literally I'm like the thing I'm most anticipating this year, because I think you guys are gonna be fun. But buddy, I love you. You get so amped up and so hype and like so like yeah, we're back, and it's just like oh no. We're still not there yet, and it's not your fault. You're an optimistic person, and it's one of the most awesome things about you. But I'm looking forward to Dark Side Nate, after a Giants loss, because I think that's going to be just prime content.
It may happen as soon as 2 Mondays from now, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
It's we're definitely going to get a bunch of those, but I still think even if they go 7-10. The Dart looked really good. So like I mean, whatever happens this year, I'd be like, all right, whatever. We're not supposed to really do much this year, but next year, Dart at the helm. He looked really good.
Yeah, no, that's my big fear is why I want them to have get 7 or 8 wins to keep Dable's job. Like I'm afraid if they get the 5 wins, Mara's gonna jump the gun and clean house. Like no, things are finally going in the right direction. Our schedule's hard. We're a lot better than the record's gonna say we are. Don't screw up Dart by getting rid of Dable.
Yeah, if you can get at least 7 wins, and let's say Dart plays 3 games this year and he looks good in those games, I think that should be enough to kind of save everybody's job.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, we did the most you could do this season. Dart looked good in NFL action in the regular season. Future's bright. All right, I'll keep these guys around to, why switch it up now? Let's keep them around next year. I think that's probably the best circumstance for him to keep his job. Now, if they go 5-12, maybe that's a different story, but I do think if they can go at least 7 wins, get Dart some time, I think that should be enough.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you. And I think the 5-12, it's how they 5-12. Like I said, if there's 9, fourth quarter losses and it's all 21-23, then maybe you can make the argument. Like the only way I see Dable losing his job if it's a repeat of last season, where it's just uncompetitive, embarrassing football.
I will say it was a fun fact that I didn't bring up on our show, Brian. I heard that after practice today, there was a clip where Russell Wilson and Winston were working with quarterback coach Shea Tierney on one side of the field. Guess who was on the other side of the field?
Can we guess Jackson Dart and Brian Dable?
Father and son, Dable and Dart, by themselves, by the way. So I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just really glad he has his guy. That's his son. That's his baby. That he's going to either save his career or mess up his career, but all signs point towards the former rather than the other. But that's all. That's my Giants point for the show. Excited to see you three.
We should talk about Micah Parsons because what?
Yes! I want division, boss.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, I just hate the entire state of Wisconsin this year. So I'm just like, I hate the Brewers. I hate the Packers for the tush push reasons.
Brewers didn't do anything to you.
They exist, and they just took 2 out of 4 from my Diamondbacks. They exist. We did win back-to-back games against them. We almost – what's so funny? Except for Monday, we basically should have swept them.
Yeah.
I'm like, the Diamondbacks are killing me this year because they are the opposite of the New York Giants 2 years ago, where they are just the worst in one-run games. I think they lead the entire all Major League Baseball with 20 blown saves. Because our closer's been out since April, our setup man's been out since April, and it's just like
you got guys out in the bullpen that shouldn't have no business being in the majors.
I love Jose Moreno, but all he does is throw hard. There's nothing else to his game. He just throws gasoline. That's it. He's wild thing without a breaking ball.
and a cool
Also
entrance.
trying to pick an upset for our show right now because Chris kind of snaked UCLA at home, so I'm kind of just trying to find I'm trying to find something here. It's not going well for me, but like I said before, obviously six pack is back. This is where it gets a little This is where it gets a little ballsy. I might honestly just take a gimme and just X the point because there's nothing for me this week. You can, by the way, you can do that, ladies and gentlemen. When you pick, it's only been done once. Matt's the only one who's done it. If there's no good upsets, you can just take a gimme, sacrifice that 8th point, and go for a perfect 7 of 7, and still go on top. I might do that because right now I have looked through everything. There is nothing that is even remotely close. My only options right now that are even like looking semi-okay, Florida State, Alabama. Not touching out of the 10-foot pole. I think Alabama might railroad them in the first half. Funny would be Indiana losing to Old Dominion. I might just put that $1 down just because I hate Tom Signetti. So, or Kurt Signetti, whatever the loser's name is.
So you're not. Well, you're not gonna pick your team. But I was like, wait a minute, they're part of the.
They're only 2.5. They're only 2.5 point dogs at home. So I mean, they need another 2-point swing. So I mean, unless FanDuel and the gambling gods want to give me that, sure. But no, it's not happening. Yeah, but then now we're getting into like the Friday games. It's like, I mean, I'm not touching Colorado over Georgia Tech. Hell no.
What's Cal's?
You guys are only like a 2-point dog.
Son of a gun. Darn it. Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Did you tell Brian you're a free agent in college?
Yeah, I think we talked about it last week. Yes, I'm a free agent college guy. So
because your boy's gone, so you don't have Colorado to root for anymore.
Anyways,
you can't root for Ole Miss either.
Brian's earning brownie points left and right from me today.
Oh man!
No, Nate goes at me about Shador takes like he's a Colorado fan. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, he does. He really does. He keeps saying Gabriel's done nothing. I don't know. Going undefeated in the Big Ten, I think is pretty impressive.
He's gone undefeated in the Big Ten and twice. No, I think he went undefeated conference play for Oklahoma, or he went like 1 loss at Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, that's pretty impressive too.
Yeah.
I can still root for Colorado. They have some good quarterbacks. They have Salter and they have the other guy.
I think Salter's going to struggle. The speed difference is going to be
Nate. It's okay, Nate. We still got the. I don't have a watch.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's going to have a G-Shock instead of a Rolex.
Yeah. If I pull a watch out, it's probably was under $20.
That was a Shador. That was a Shador dig.
I don't think I want to watch on a cartoon character on it.
Ooh, I might just punt and just take a no upset this week because I've now gone through this twice and I hate everything. I mean, the only one looks really fun is like UTSA and Texas A&M. Like I might like UTSA might be fun. Like that might be a fun upset that happens. But it's like nothing I want to like actually throw money at seriously. We'll talk about this.
Yeah, I could always just do what I did last year and pick the 3 consecutive upsets against FSU. I think that was. I
think we both did that. At some point, it became a running gimmick on the show. How long was FSU keep losing?
I think Memphis, when I took them, they were like 10.5 underdogs or something, and they still won.
You convinced me to take Memphis, and then it actually hit, and I was like, all right, Matt, we're going to keep betting against Florida State.
That's a solid strategy.
I just want to burn them to the ground.
What? It's catchy.
Yeah, that was
catchy.
It's catchy, I like doing it. That's why I play as Florida State in college football 26. Well, not anymore.
Yeah,
that's just for fun. I like their blue uniforms. Oh, speaking about can we take like a quick NFL detour if that's okay, boss? Before we get to Micah.
Yeah, let's go.
Jets, the uniforms, right? Matt, not bad.
Yeah. I actually like those. Actually,
Me
they
too.
actually look pretty cool.
The one
I actually like the Bills too.
The most was actually the Patriots.
What? I like those ones.
I think I like the Bill. I think with Bills, Patriots are my top 2. Yeah,
Bills were actually really clean.
Yeah.
I like the all white. Arizona's. I get I kind of feel like they're trying to kind of double down the Serpientes Diamondbacks City Connects. That's the vibe it gave me. I liked it kind Seahawks, I feel like they could have utilized a different type of green, but other than that, it looks like an Oregon uniform to me, which is fine.
Yeah.
None wrong with that. The Dolphins are fire. Sorry, blackout uniforms on a team with tropical colors always looks gas. Example A.
Oh, I was like, which one that I did not like? I was talking about I think it was the Rams one. I said I didn't like, right, Brian? The Rams one.
Yeah, the Rams one because it's basically
I
their
didn't
white.
like the Rams
It's
one.
their white jersey, but instead of the white, it's black.
Yeah, it looks too. I don't know. I just wish they kind of threw it back a little bit.
I get it's lazy, but I like the color a little bit. I thought it was okay.
I just can't wait for ours in 2 years.
That's right.
I'm afraid what ours are going to be.
Ours are going to be some like blacked out Kelly Green version or something. They're going to combine the two most popular Eagles alternates.
Yeah.
And the Kelly Greens, which I mean is going to be sick, but it's going to be like.
How much do we think these rivalry jerseys are going to be? $200?
Oh,
Yeah.
Easily.
Like, yeah, like the cheap patch on one's going to be like 160 easy.
I'll eBay it from China.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'll still
I
pay like
jerseys now.
$80.
I got my sources, but it's too late. I have literally until Wednesday to order a jersey because I do not order team apparel for my football team, at least pro, in season. It is a superstition I've had since I was a kid. Seasons where I've ordered things mid-season, we've missed the playoffs or been first-round exits or
I don't
whatever.
have that.
Just disappointing. Just disappointing in one way or
Yeah.
another.
Okay, so two of them were actually both Carson Wentz jerseys. One was my my size. This is back when I was a skinny fellow. We cover all conferences except for maybe like Maction because it'd be just, Tuesday nights are for recording.
We are doing SEC today there, Mr.
We
Newland.
cover all sports, my friend. Maybe not soccer. I'm trying to get into soccer more, but I leave that to Hector.
I tried for years. I never could do it. I gave
I
up.
prefer soccer over hockey right now.
That's interesting.
Well, it's only because I got spoiled as a kid with hockey.
Okay, yeah.
I had Sidney Crosby growing up, so
yeah, I can see how you
I got to
spoiled
watch
from
3
that.
Stanley Cup finals in 8-9 years. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, life, hockey, all football. We covered all football, baseball, basketball, occasionally
NFL, college, UFL.
Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I'm probably going to take, honestly, as my game, I'm just going to take Alabama to roll Florida State. We're going to keep the tradition going. Micah Parsons. I am the trade. It's so funny. I ran into my old high school football coach actually in town today. I'm like, hey, coach. He goes, hey, he's shooting the crap with me. He's like, because he's a Commanders fan. I'm an Eagles fan. We're chatting. We're like, hey, listen, this Mike is about to be out, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the hope and the prayer, right? And he's looking at me and he's like, and I'm like, I keep hearing. I've DM'd some people. I've tried to get some answers, and the word is they were waiting on one trigger, and that's Jerry's trigger, and apparently Jerry pulled the trigger. So the deal's been there apparently for weeks, and I really am. I'm annoyed because it's the Packers, and I'm annoyed because I'm tired of hearing about them this offseason because I think Jordan Love is the most overrated quarterback in football. I think Mike is going to have a good solid couple of years there. He's going to hate it there, living, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big
I think
climate change.
the best summarization of Green Bay is done by Charles Woodson when he talks about Green Bay. You won't get in trouble in Green Bay because there's nothing to do.
See this. So my take on this. If anybody I've only seen the first 3 episodes. So it's actually a very good documentary. But if anybody has seen the America's Team documentary on Netflix, I saw the first 3 episodes. Again, very good so far. I left off on the episode of they talk about the Herschel Walker trade, how they traded Herschel Walker for 5 nobody players, but there was a fine print where if they released all 5 of those players, they would turn into 5 draft picks. And that's what they did. They got, Emmitt Smith and other guys like that. And they built that dynasty. So watching that and then seeing this trade in my head, I'm like, did Jerry Jones just rewatch his documentary? And is like, let me just do this again. Who can I do this with? Micah Parsons. Let me trade him. And you get a player and you got 2 first-round picks. It just, for a guy that pays everybody, I mean, he paid Amari Cooper. He paid Ezekiel Elliott. He paid Dak like twice. He's paid Teron Diggs. He's paid Jalen Smith. You know, you would think that he'd probably pay Micah Parsons. He paid CeeDee Lamb. You know, Micah Parsons is probably the best guy on your team next to Lamb. And Micah Parsons, since he's been in the NFL, 4 seasons with Dallas, he's got 52.5 sacks. The least amount of sacks he's ever recorded in a season was 12. The highest was 14. He's clearly a top-tier edge rusher, linebacker, whatever position he's playing. So you trade him for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. Now, Kenny Clark, not a bad player at all. Very good defensive tackle, 29 years old. He's made the Pro Bowl in 19, 21, 23. Heading into the 2024 season, and ESPN had him as the 9th best defensive tackle. He fell out of that rankings because of injuries last year, but he's still a solid defensive tackle. The problem I have with this trade is, explain this to me. Why did Jamal Adams garner a bigger deal than Micah Parsons? Jamal Adams got 2 firsts, a third, and a player. Micah Parsons got 2 firsts and a player. Why did Jamal Adams, who is a linebacker safety hybrid, got more in return from Micah Parsons? And Micah Parsons is one of the top rushers in this league. That is just insane to me when you break that down. But I am, in the end, in the long run of my rant, Dallas, I think, made a mistake. I think they should have paid him. And I think Jerry Jones is just trying to recreate his 1991, 1992 season of just trying to build a dynasty through trading his best player.
No matter how many draft picks they receive back, obviously we know it was 2. And Kenny Clark, who's a Pro Bowl defensive tackle, and he's great in its own right. We talked about it on our show today. But I read a good point in an article that came out a few hours ago. No matter how many draft picks they would have gotten from this trade, there's no replacing Micah Parsons. Like, you're not going to find another Micah for.
There are guys like Micah, but they all play on other teams.
Yeah, and then and you can't get him. Like, you can try to draft one.
Micah Parsons is the reason the Eagles drafted Jahad Campbell, because Jahad Campbell's pro comp to me was Micah Parsons. So I look at this team, right, and it would be cool to have Micah come home to Southeastern PA, but that wasn't going to happen. Jerry's insane, but that's just borderline sabotage. I did say this though, fellas, and I want to take a little victory lap here, even though the season hasn't started yet, and I may regret these words in exactly 7 days and 3 hours. But I told y'all the Cowboys were going to use Brian Schottenheimer as a patsy. This is how Jerry thinks he's going to rebuild the franchise. And the first linchpin was Micah Parsons. They not traded Micah Parsons. Who is the one player on that defense, the 2 players on that defense who always used to give Philadelphia trouble? Tank Lawrence and Micah Parsons. There was that one season where Diggs gave us some trouble, but it really wasn't bad. Now, I don't even know who's the scariest person on the defense right now. Diggs, Bland, But
I'm not even scared of Diggs because
Diggs, you catch him or miss. He's useless. Yeah.
If I'm the Eagles, I was going into that game thinking we're going to win, but they're not going to make it easy for us. Now I'm like, we're going to win, and we're probably going to win by 10.
I won't say this until, listen, you guys know how I operate during football season. I don't run my mouth until we're up by 3 touchdowns because
makes sense.
Football is the ultimate momentum game. I have watched a team in Michigan lose to Armani Edwards in a very upstart college of Appalachian State. I have watched my Miami Hurricanes lose to Middle Tennessee State. That was a rough day for me. Football is the craziest momentum game of all time. I will keep my mouth shut, but if I'm a Cowboys fan, you have a lot of right to be upset this afternoon. Like you have, I think there's a lot of problems with this team, and the problem is the Packers draft picks are going to be ass for the next 3 years. They're gonna. And the thing is, it's not like Jerry's a good late round drafter. All of his hits the last 10 years have been early round draft picks. Zeke, Micah. I mean, he hits on like mid rounders like Dak and Tank Lawrence, but CeeDee Lamb
not as often as you think.
CeeDee Lamb was like 17th or 18th in the draft. Like they don't hit in the 20s or 30s. They really haven't. Zach Martin was like Travis Frederick was like 13th. I think Martin was in the teens. Like. I don't know. You know what? Listen, Cowboys fans, I hope for your mental sake, I hope I'm wrong. They can hit on some draft picks. For my sake, I hope they're right. I'm right. But yeah, Nate, Brian, Cheers, fellas. Mike is out of the division.
Oh, I cannot be more ecstatic. Like we talked about, like the Giants' first half of the season being so hard. That Cowboys game has just become a lot easier to win. Like the Giants could easily go 1-1 to start the year, and then I think every Giants fan's happy.
I think the Cowboys will go at their best 7-9 with the best offense and worst defense in football.
Yeah,
Our first 5 opponents have something wrong with them. McLaurin's rusty. Parsons gone. Rashee Rice ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, he will.
No, he's not
the 16th suspension.
yeah.
You know what the worst part about having your Twitter so loaded up with NFL stuff is some headlines fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
I saw suspended on Sleeper, and I was like, is that a glitch?
Nope.
Probably not.
It got announced like late last night too. It was weird.
Yeah. And I was out doing the job all day, and then I was trying to get like stuff prepped around the house, and I'm like, I saw the Micah text from Matt. I'm like, oh boy. But like, did not see that Rashee Rice is out for 6 games. Hey, listen, I'm okay with that because that means we don't got to deal with Rashee Rice either.
Yeah, see, we're good here. No Rashee Rice, even though I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference for it's the Chiefs. They'll find a way.
Worthy was butchering our secondary, but it was also our Bengals. But we got Marcus Epps back. He hit Treylon Burks so hard he broke his chest.
I'm trying to save our draft in an hour. I looked at it quick to see if they did the draft order yet, and I noticed that they're giving us 2 minutes a pick, and I'm like, ooh, could we lower that so we're not drafting until like 11:30 Eastern time?
Well, I follow your complaints with the commissioners.
I already put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Kelsey said he liked that, and hopefully they do that because
yeah, I'm not trying to be because here's the thing.
DJ did it.
It's the Thursday. It's the Thursday before I go on vacation. There's football on. I just got Helldivers 2. My ADHD is going to be out of control tonight. By the way, Helldivers 2.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Phenomenal game. I'm an Xbox boy through and through. I literally have an OG Xbox literally right here. I bring this on vacation with me because it's a fun. Matt's actually been witness this. I bring the OG Xbox every year.
Yeah.
It's in that thing's been running. That thing's been running good since 2001.
I love it. I love that. That's
no
awesome.
PS2 back there, but the Xbox runs better. Had the 360. Had 3 different types of 360s actually. Had the white, had the slim, had the black, had the elite blackout. All great. Then got a 1. Now I've got an Xbox Series X, which by the way is like incredible. But Helldivers phenomenal. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm not trying to draft. Like I got yelled at during their mock drafts because I was playing MLB The Show and just completely forgot to check my phone. And Sleeper is the worst app about notifying you that you're drafting.
Yeah, it is.
And I love their app. I think it's the best fantasy app on the market, hands down. Yes, ESPN at smoke shares like a bad joint. But, oh my God. Just not like that's the one thing I hate about it. It's the refresher. And I don't even like using the laptop version. I don't even like. I prefer the phone because I can just kind of move quickly.
Same.
Yeah. All right. Also, boys, it's football season, so the background has been changed. Welcome back.
Oh.
Yep.
I mean, like I will say, I hate the Eagles as a Giants fan, but that video of Doc is running the tunnel. He's running on all 4s. I'm like, man, if a Giant ever did that, I think he'd be my favorite player of all time. Like that would get me hyped.
You know what's so funny? When I was a kid, I didn't really appreciate Brian Dawkins as much as I should have. It was right towards the end. So the season I started really appreciating the legend of Brian Dawkins was 2006, but I became an Eagles fan like 2002. So like we're talking like that's the first year I started watching football. So it was his last 3 years in Philadelphia where I started actually appreciating his last home game as an Eagle, 2008 against the Cowboys, where he forced 2 fumbles, had a sack. He knocked Tony Romo's block off, like all this crazy stuff. Also, this is why, because he never got a ring, I will always blame and hate Donovan McNabb for going out and partying in Jacksonville the night before the Super Bowl. I'm Team T.O. I'm Team T.O. all day. The only other Eagle I'm regretting he never got a Super Bowl is that guy.
Yeah.
Sante, yeah. But it's all good. It's all good. All right, we got to talk some SEC ball. We're going to make this really quick because the SEC is, I think, the most overly talked about, overly obsessed, and overly crazy conference in the world.
Agreed.
Yeah, and Matt is
undefeated in hypotheticals.
LSU is in my top 5 of choices. I'm letting you know right now. Go Tigers.
Is Miami?
I'll consider it. The colors are. I'm sorry, but I mean that
Ooh.
respectfully. I'm not a fan of orange and green.
See,
Nate,
you know,
is Notre Dame in it?
oh, look at
Yes,
this.
it is.
Look at this.
Indeed.
There's that left out.
Oh, yeah.
I know. It's just
Hi, Notre Dame.
it's
I
just
know
the
the name.
orange. I just the orange. I'm gonna wear it
Nate,
here.
Nate, I have some homework for you because I know you haven't watched Gran Torino yet.
Nah.
I have a
Yes.
little more homework for you.
Oh,
I want you to go watch the U's Part 1 and
The
Part
U's?
2 on ESPN Plus. Okay, two of
The
the
U.
greatest sports documentaries. The U Part
They
1
are
and Part
pretty
2
good.
by Billy Corbin. Phenomenal documentary, best documentary I've ever watched in my life. The documentary that made me a Miami fan because I was a free agent when I watched those documentaries, and I went back to my days as a football player, loving the fact that these guys hit after the whistle. There was spiking, there was a little showboat, a little dancing, all the stuff I enjoyed as a kid watching in football, and I did playing in the backyard and attempted to do in high school before I got yelled at. That's because I played in a very buttoned up conference. I played in the SWC, which there was no show.
The SWC sucks.
Yeah, the SWC is the worst. Like literally the refs.
The absolute worst.
You make any kind of hit motion after a sack, it's a penalty. It's just like okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nate, since Jared's trying to make you watch things to enhance your decision, Brian wants you to watch Rudy, and I want you to watch the 2020.
Rudy was offsides.
Yeah,
see
okay.
Rudy- I
Also,
see Rudy all
watch
the
Catholics
time.
vs. Convicts too. Watch that one too.
Yeah.
That
So
was
now you
really
gotta watch. Now you gotta watch Rudy and the 2020 national championship game.
I see Rudy all the time on my TikTok, and at the comment section is always what's it called? They say he jumps off sides and all those things, and how he was like in real life he was an a-hole, but the movie.
To be
portrayed
fair,
him-
as a Notre Dame fan, that whole story is a lie. Like everyone says they hated Rudy.
Mhm.
Like the whole movie's a sham. Yeah. the only part that's right is there is a guy named Rudy, whatever his last name was, and that he did get a sack during
He had
senior week.
my favorite thing is he had so many connections in Hollywood. That's what made the movie, and that's what's so funny to me. It's like, oh, Rudy. It's like Rudy. I'm like, Rudy actually sucks. Like,
Yeah.
as a movie. my mother. I just became a Miami fan like a year prior. This is like 2016. I'm home from college for a weekend. I think we had some kind of family thing. Her and my dad are watching Rudy in the main room. Hey, Jared, come down and watch Rudy. I'm like, I got to yell, F Rudy. And she goes, Jared. I'm like, Miami all day. Catholics versus Convicts. Here we go. And I had to educate my parents on why I hate Notre Dame. I hated Notre Dame back when I was a kid because I loved Matt Leinart. I loved Reggie Bush, who was their rival, was Notre Dame. I was annoyed by the prospect of Brady Quinn. He irritated me. And just everything about them is just this uppity crap. Everything I hate about like modern society, Notre Dame embodies. And the thing is, I'm a Catholic. Love it, live it. I go to church every Sunday. I hate that they speak for they call themselves they're a
Fighting
Catholic.
Irish.
Oh my God. I'm not Irish, thank God. I'm not Irish, so I don't have to go with that one. I'm Scottish, Polish, and Italian.
Oh, you just missed it.
And possibly a little Norwegian. We're not sure. There's a weird cross section of my body of my heritage we don't know about. But mostly Polish, mostly Scottish, mostly Italian. Anyway, so my hatred of Notre Dame goes back, but we're talking SEC ball. So I want to just read you guys a funny article by ESPN because they did their power rankings and everything else, must-see games, top players. So they said the CFP Outlook teams are Alabama, Georgia, and Texas. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
They're missing one team. I'm going to keep going, though. In the running, Texas A&M, LSU, maybe if Brian Kelly literally handles pressure like McGruber, and Ole Miss. The team that's missing is what's making me grind my teeth.
Is it Mizzou?
Go Cox, baby!
I knew it was South Carolina. I knew it was South Carolina.
First of all, I am technically legacy of South Carolina. They're my second favorite school in college football. I root for them when Miami's not on.
Fair.
My grandfather, shout out Paul Bobby, he went there, finished his degree there. He started at Clemson. We went to the better school afterward. God bless. Lawrence Sellers is possibly the best quarterback talent-wise in this conference. I take him over Arch Manning now.
Yeah,
Because
he's played a season. He's played a season. I haven't seen anything from Arch yet.
Arch played snaps. Lenore played a season and almost beat Matt's LSU Tigers in one of the craziest games and almost won me a lot of money.
He almost beat Alabama too. Don't forget
I
the
know.
week after the Vanderbilt loss, like he could have buried Bama last year.
Yeah, and they're putting the same conversations like Tennessee, Oklahoma. But Oklahoma's gonna get killed this year.
Yeah,
like John Meter's okay as a quarterback. I honestly put him in the same competition as Carson Beck. I think they're the same bracket of QB talent. And they also did get Jaden Knott. Sorry, Nate. Oklahoma as your running back. They have Jaden Knott. Oklahoma.
Oh yeah. You know what? I have no hate towards him. You know what? He's better off there than he is in
also, South Carolina has some of the best pass rushers in the country.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of talent in the South Carolina team, and they're gonna break the barn doors off of Virginia Tech. I feel really bad because Va Tech has the best atmosphere in college football. Thank God it's in South Carolina this year. Mm-hmm. But my issue with the SEC is I think there's 5 contenders right now to make the playoff: Texas, Georgia, Alabama, obviously, LSU, and South Carolina. Nobody else. I don't want to hear no A&M. I don't want to hear no Ole Miss. I do like Ole Miss's quarterback, but I'm not sure about the rest of the roster.
Mm.
There's a lot of guys I'm kind of you look down and you want to like listen, I love Garrett Nussmeier. I think they're good there. When I go down to the Ole Miss roster, there's a lot of just I like Austin Simmons. I really do. I think he's a cool story. But they had a lot of transfers, and it's not like some teams are built for the transfer portal rebuild. Like, Miami's done it in the past. USC's done it. Alabama's even done it a couple times. Like, there's a lot of teams that are built for the transfer portal re-up. Ohio State's the king of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of holes that got to be plugged in Ole Miss. They lost a lot of guys to the draft. I think they're going to be the team that replaces South Carolina in the running for the playoff. I just think South Carolina's got so much firepower, and they believe in that system.
They're a fun team.
They remind me of the 2016 Hurricanes when they had Brad Kaya and that loaded running back core. Mark Richt was in his first year, and they were beating good teams. Their only losses were to a very heavy with the refs Deshaun Kaiser Notre Dame team. They lost to the Edmonds brothers, and I believe was Logan Thomas. I think was the quarterback at Virginia Tech at that point.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Logan Thomas, and then they just lost Virginia Tech on a Friday because ACC Fridays are death.
Yeah, I do remember that team. I remember even as Notre Dame fan, I'm supposed to hate anything Miami, but Brad Kai is so good right now. I would love him on my team.
If he stayed in 2017, Miami goes to the playoff.
I think, yeah, I could see that.
He was the difference. And you know what? I think it was the dumbest advice he ever got in his life was to go out a year early.
Mm-hmm.
He was
some guys just can't do that. Some guys need that extra year. Brad, I think Andy Richardson was one of them. Brad Kaya is probably one of them. There's a bunch of guys that need that.
He was the third best. He was the 6th best quarterback in the class. He stays and comes out in 2018. I mean, yeah, he's sitting behind Josh Allen, Baker, and all those guys still, but he's probably getting drafted in the high second round, third round because of the that was the most quarterback needy draft of all time.
Think about it. If he's there, does Baltimore still trade up for 32 for Lamar?
No. Does Josh Rosen still go to Arizona?
Ooh, that's a good one too. Because
him and Rosen were very similar players, but Kaya had a better arm, but Kaya had less, I guess. I don't know. I attribute Josh Rosen's rise to Colin Cowherd. Cowherd sold the country on this man, him and Sam Darnold. Darnold's actually been okay in the pros.
Yeah, he's with the Jets. What do you expect? That's where quarterbacks go to die. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah. I mean, when you're drafted or at the end of your career, either way you'll die.
Yeah. Unless you're Ryan Fitzpatrick for some reason, he survived that one season.
I still have
I hate Fitz. Fitz is such a tool when it comes to evaluating quarterbacks. But it's just the whole Josh Rosen thing. But we're getting off track here. The SEC right now. What's our feeling on Alabama and Kalen DeBoer?
I feel like they're still overrated because of the Nick Saban stuff. They're gonna be like a good team, but not like this best team in the country.
I think they're gonna be a top 15, top 20 team. This is why honestly I want to get Kevin's opinion, because I want him to throw me a little nugget of what I'm getting. Listen, with Georgia and Texas, I know what I'm getting. Loaded rosters, quarterbacks with reps. Gunnar Stockton. We talked about with Erica on Tuesday or on Monday. I said, listen, my only issue with them is I don't know I'm getting out of Gunnar Stockton. The rest of that team, Kirby knows how to recruit. There's no issues with me with the rest of Georgia's roster. I just want to know I'm getting out of Gunnar Stockton. With Texas, the sky's the limit, but the gasoline is what Arch puts in the engine.
Yeah.
Alabama, there's a lot of questions. I think this is going to be the most fun college football year of all time because there's no dominant team.
Mm-hmm.
Even Ohio State, like we talked about with Kieran 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, has holes. We don't know what the hell this new quarterback's going to do. And then you go down to the ACC. Everyone's all raving about Cade Klubnik. Is that the same Cade Klubnik who lost to a 5-loss Miami team 2 years ago? Is that the same Cade Klubnik who barely even made it through, couldn't beat Texas last year when they had a holes in the defense? My issue is there's every team's got a yeah, but. The only two teams there's only 3 teams I don't think have a yeah, but. It's Georgia. You could say Gunnar Stockton, but I take him over 80% of the quarterbacks in the country.
Right, but like we've only saw him in the bowl game last year. How is he going to translate to regular play? Like that's just one game.
Starter, I feel like he might be better off, especially Kirby.
Mm-hmm. No, I think Stockton's gonna be good too, but there is that yeah, but just because of the inexperience. Like we don't know. Like
yeah, buts are playing each other this weekend. Georgia, Texas, and Ohio State.
Yeah,
I would love nothing more than to watch Ohio State burn.
Oh, same. It's a little personal, but yeah.
I mean, Bama,
you guys basically punched above your weight, and you gave it a fight, but it was.
We did. No, hey, I mean, after that first drive, I thought we were gonna win. We ran out after the second drive, and we couldn't bounce back.
Blame Mario Cristobal for not being able to fully recruit Jeremiah Smith. He was supposed to go to Miami. That was his pick, and Ohio State snaked him at the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
I think with Bama, you gotta finish. So last year, they went 8-2, I believe it was, in their first 10 games. They put up 39.5 points per game. They had 6.8 yards per play. The last 3 games of the year, they went 14.7 points per game and 4.8 yards per play. So the but for me is, they got a lot of weapons to work with right now. They got Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard, and Miami transfer Isaiah Horton, a receiver. They got solid running backs. They got a good defense. 19 players who saw 200 snaps last year. 13 of them are returning. The but for me is, all right, you don't have Jalen Milroe anymore. Yeah, but you got Ty Simpson. So you're going to see how he's going to work with that offense with Kalen DeBoer. So Alabama, I see why Chris doesn't like this big screen. It's very intimidating. Alabama, you're going to see how this Alabama team goes post Nick Saban in the second year with Kalen DeBoer. But it all depends on how I think Ty Simpson is going to be. I had confidence in that defense and the playmakers that come with them. Georgia is like we were talking about. You don't have Carson Beck. He's in Miami. So now you have Gunnar Stockton, who we don't have a lot of film on. We don't have a lot of tape on. He had that bowl game, but, he's not a lot of experience in snaps like you're saying. They had some positive transfers. They got Josh McCray from Illinois, Edge Elo Medozi from Army, and as well as Adrian Maddox. And then they got receivers Zachariah Branch from USC and Noah Thomas from A&M, pair of defensive tackles. They got some holes in the squad, but Georgia's always going to come to play. And even though like their but is, they don't have Carson Beck, but they've got Gunnar Stockton. You also got Kirby Smart, who's going into, I believe, his 10th year in Georgia, and he has 105-19 overall record. I don't care who's at quarterback. When you have a guy of that caliber as your coach, you're going to be competing every year. And then Texas is pretty simple. Texas is going to go as far as Arch Manning takes them because nobody really knows. He's played snaps. He was great in high school, but we don't have anything else really on him to an extent in college. Quinn Ewers is gone. They got a heavy dose of tackle transfers for the D-line. And they got a handful of returners on offense. And if Arch Manning is who they say he is, then Texas should win the SEC. But like I said, Texas is going to go as far as Arch Manning's potential is going to take them. LSU, my first sentence says Brian friggin' Kelly, because that's how I feel. And he's going into year 4 of like a 10-year deal, and he's 29-11. Like, that's terrible. Positives. Nate, pay attention to the positives, because I got a couple sentences, and that's about it. Offensively, fantastic. Past 3 seasons, they've had a top 15 offense. They've beaten 3 top 10 teams. They've spent parts of those 3 seasons as in the AP top 10. The cons, they were 0-3 in season openers under Kelly. They've got Clemson week 1. They've lost to 3 unranked teams. They've lost 4 games by at least 20. The offense has been the strength of this team, and the defense has been the Achilles heel. And I think that is pretty much going to be a similarity kind of going into the year. I'm pretty confident in this offense. Cade Durham's coming back. Aaron Nussmeier's fine. I think coaching and the defense is what is going to keep LSU out of the playoffs if that's the case. The schedule is a little challenging. They're going to have some road trips to Clemson, Ole Miss, Bama, and Oklahoma. They got to beat Clemson week 1. That they have to. So and like I said, I like Garrett Nussmeier. I think if they go 9-4 or 10-3 and they don't get into the playoffs, it's because of that defense and Brian Kelly.
At what point does, let's say you go 9-4 or whatever, like 9-4, that kind of record again, miss the playoffs again. How much longer could LSU go with this Brian Kelly experiment? If, as it's clear now, it wasn't a Notre Dame problem, it was a Brian Kelly issue that he can't win that big game.
This is it.
This is it?
This is it.
Because I agree. I think you can't go past this season either.
Clearly, he was the problem in Notre Dame because Marcus Freeman went to the national title.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you can't.
It's like, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a goddamn duck.
It's just the fact you gave this guy a 10-year deal, and what has he accomplished? He has not gotten to the stage. He's not won anything.
He went to the national championship game once and got killed.
I'll say right here, by the way.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I've heard this.
Taylor's girlfriend mysteriously disappeared.
I've heard
That's a
this.
Great documentary too.
That is actually.
It seems like tragic. Okay, every single guy in America should avoid that documentary at all costs.
Oh God. All right, I guess I'll say this really quick. I was watching Good Morning Football, and Manti Te'o's on Good Morning Football now, and he made a comment, an analogy as to the relationship between person A and player B is like your high school girlfriend, and he was like this and that, and I'm like, ooh, you sure you want to do that, buddy? Because we all know about your anyways. But which I've heard this, would be great to me. Brian Kelly gets canned, and they bring in John Gruden.
That'd be awesome. Oh my God, that'd be so much fun.
LSU would be my favorite soap opera of all time. I'm not in the dreams.
I want to see that man in a purple polo and Bayou. Oh,
but what a difference that'd be from going from Brian Kelly to John Gruden, and just attitude and perception around the team and everything.
Give me a Cajun Gruden.
Well, listen, guys, Jay Gruden did our cameo for me and my friend's fantasy league this year. And he tried to talk me into picking Nate Peterman first overall. Goes, hey, I hear Jared's got the first pick this year. Jared, you take this Nate Peterman guy. I heard he stringing his right arm. He got his head right. You know, he's going to throw a lot of touchdowns this year. Because the trophy's technically named after Nathan Peterman, our commissioner's a Pitt grad. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
every Pitt fan's like a cult with that guy.
Oh yeah.
Like, do you not watch him throw 4 picks in the NFL?
5.
Oh, 5? Yeah. Okay.
I remember because I was at a watch party for Eagles Cowboys when the Eagles curb stomped Dak, and that was the highlight of Football Night in America. By the way, that is what I missed the most, by the way. It's not Red Zone. It's watching Football Night in America after my team has won.
Yes. Yes.
That is what I look forward to the most.
That 40 minutes when the 4 o'clock games end and before Sunday Night Football, that 40 minutes is always the best. You put Sunday Night Football Night in America on, and it's just
I split screen. I keep Red Zone on this TV, and then I just throw Football Night in America on. I'm eating dinner. I'm enjoying myself, having my last beer of the night. dreading going back to work in the morning. See, last year it was me filing for unemployment. That was my favorite. That was the worst part. It was like, I got to file unemployment before the games come on. And that's like, I have a job. Thank God. It was the worst.
One less thing you got to worry about.
Damn, fellas, we're 2 weeks out from we're about a month out from my 1 year anniversary getting fired.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I don't know. I mean, it's been a fun journey the last year.
Yeah.
Definitely had some self-awareness things. But guys, we have about 20 minutes, so we got to get rolling on six pack. So Final thoughts. Dark horse for the SEC winners. I'll start. My dark horse is South Carolina. I've been banging the drum for them all year. I think Lenore Sellers is the best quarterback in college football talent-wise. My winner is the Georgia Bulldogs. Shout out to our girl Erica Renee Davis. I think they just have so much damn firepower on that roster. Gunnar Stockton will find a way not to lose them games. Kirby Smart is really good at making mediocre quarterbacks. Jake Fromm look good.
Oh my God.
Stetson Bennett.
Oh
That's
God,
good.
I remember that guy. Oh crap, I forgot he played for us too, Brian.
Yeah, he's an insurance agent now. He's literally an insurance agent. That's his job.
Can you sell me some insurance?
Call him up. He's on Twitter right now talking about how he's selling insurance.
Like,
Great.
big
Listen, I sold insurance. I know how that game is rough. Anyway, so there you go. Matt, quickly, because we got to get rolling by 8:02 Eastern. So winner, dark horse.
I'll make it quick. I'll throw some love to Ole Miss as a dark horse. They've had one of the best teams they had last year in a very long time. Best offense since 71, best defense since 66 per ESPN. Bunch of returning offensive players from last year. They got a couple quarterbacks on the team, Trinidad Chambliss and Austin Simmons. So I believe Austin Simmons is going to be the starting quarterback. Would I say that wrong?
No. I just read a headline from Adam Schefter. It made me want to throw up a little bit.
Oh God.
I feel
But anyways,
right now.
they've got a good amount of defensive guys returning. They got a good amount of transfer guys coming on the team. They got a manageable schedule as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of some spark in Ole Miss. And my to win the SEC to me, it's going to be Georgia. At this point, I'm taking the best coach in the conference, the best all-around team right now. Even though they got some holes in that team, he's still going to have them at least 10 wins. So give me Georgia to win the SEC because I have not seen enough of Arch.
Okay. Right.
I'm gonna go with agree with you, Jared. South Carolina. I think Lenore Sellers could be in New York for the Heisman. I don't know if he's gonna win it, but I definitely think he'd be a final
pick this year. I've already stamped that ticket. I'm like,
as long as he can be as well. And Mike Schule's offense last year, he's fine. He'll be in New York. And then my winner, you know what? I'll give some love to Arch Manning on the show. I've still got question marks about him. I think we'll figure it out. I'll go Texas for the SEC.
Okay. Nate the Great.
Dark horse is the Gators. I like Lagway. He's got an arm. He can run a little bit too.
Yeah,
Dead to me.
Get out.
Oh, sorry. What? I like him.
We don't respect Gator Humpers International in this podcast.
Oh, well, they just have a good quarterback, so I don't care. That's fine. And go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. That's the guy they got to bring back.
I love it. All right.
What's he doing now?
Before we crack the six back, the headline I just read from Adam Schefter, by the way, was Jerry Jones said he will not rule out the possibility of using these first-round picks he just added to go get more talent now.
Oh, do it. Do it, Jerry. Do it. I would love it. Make it a circus.
Do it.
Who's the talent?
Who's available? Nobody. All the trade rumor guys have signed or been traded now. There's nobody out there.
No one.
Unless he thinks like they're gonna be like 4-4 at the deadline, and he's like, "Yep, time to go get it. Time to go get a star." Jerry, you need we're gonna go get a star.
What stars to be available at the deadline for him to go get?
We don't know. Listen, we could literally be like week 8. We could see like the command, like the we could see like the I'm trying to think. We see like the Jags falling apart. So, okay, we'll go get one of their edge rushers or one of their corner defensive backs.
Yeah.
Or like maybe like the Texans are having a rough year. Oh, we'll go get Nico. I could see something like that, but like that's very rare. I don't know.
Wait, so what did he say exactly?
He says he says he's not ruling out the possibility of using his draft capital to go get more players.
Okay, so mid players. Got it. All right, let's go.
Watch him turn this into like they trade for like Trey Hendrickson and then they pay him And then they have to tell the fan base, hey, we got you Trey Hendrickson. We paid him instead of Micah. By the way, he's like 30, 31.
And it's like a very comparable contract too, like only like a couple million off from what Micah would have been.
Remember when they thought Jalen Tolbert was a good idea? Or the receiver that they traded for? Was it Tolbert, right?
No, Marvin Mims.
None. Cowboys didn't get Marvin Mims.
Oh, sorry, no, Jakevius Mingo.
Oh, Jonathan Mingo. Yeah,
Mingo.
They thought he was a good idea. And I was like, what?
Barcavius?
Barcavius Mingo is the overrated edge rusher that came out of LSU.
Jonathan Mingo.
Yeah.
Jonathan Mingo.
We were almost there. Oh, yeah, he's hurt.
Gentlemen, it's time for the return.
Yay! I don't have one, so.
Time for the six-pack presented by Candidates. Promo code BUTTER20 for 20% off your purchase at checkout. We're starting off tonight.
He's popping pills over here.
Was that vitamins?
I hope those are Flintstone gummies. It's like, well,
whoopsies.
First game of the day. What do we got?
Nathan, this is a PG-13 program, okay?
It is PG. It's gummies. They're apple cider vinegar gummies.
Ooh. Oh, he's got the goalie gummies. Okay. He's been watching. All right. All right. Nebraska at Cincinnati tonight at 9:00 Eastern. I'm taking Nebraska. Give me dollar store, Patrick Mahomes, Dylan Raiola. I love what Matt Rule is building in this program. I think Nebraska is going to be a national championship contender within the next 3 years. I think they have a great roster. I love what they're doing with this program. They're taking advantage of the tradition to bring it back. I think Raiola has enough love for this team where he's going to play all 4 years. We may see them in the playoff by the end of next year. So, with that being said, I think Cincinnati's ever since Luke Fickell left, they have not been able to put it together. They have just been like a stepping stone for every failed Big Ten coach. Brian Kelly, Luke Fickell, insert next guy here. Anyway, give me Nebraska to win here. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to cover. I think Raiola might actually like smoke them. So there you go. Give me Nebraska here. Chris also, I believe, took I'm just going to go through. I have Chris's pick right here. Sorry. Chris also took Nebraska as well. Matthew, Nebraska or Cincinnati?
I'm sticking with Nebraska here. Give me bowl and basket, Pat Mahomes, and Matt Rule to beat Cincinnati tonight.
That's a Northeast reference right there, kids.
Yeah, I'm going with Nebraska too. They got Emmett Johnson at running back, so even if Raiola's got a little uncomfortable in the new offense, I think they'll be fine. I think they're going to beat up on Cincinnati.
I was going to wait for a bunch of Dylan Raiola takes. I'm like, Emmett Johnson. Ooh, got it. All right, Nathan, are we going clean sweep for Nebraska?
Yeah, I don't know anything about Cincinnati, so give me Nebraska.
Okay. All right. Those schmucks from Syracuse taking on Tennessee.
Oh,
give me Tennessee. Plank. How we feel about Tennessee? About Syracuse?
We don't like them.
Burn this, carry it onto the ground. Got it. All right. Yeah. Give me Tennessee by 20.
Damn.
Chris, I want them to burn the place.
But they're not that bad.
Burn it.
Okay.
I'm out for scorched earth this year. I got my way this year in the NFL. This year I'm out for blood in college. Carson Beck is
moving down.
Carson Beck is my instrument of torture.
What's the line?
The line is
13.5 last time I saw.
I need to switch over. That's my bad.
There we go.
My microphone and my cooling thing here are being a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I'm not. Sometimes if I'm not really positive of matchup for a team, and I look at the line and I try and base it, I'm not touching a plus 13.5 Syracuse. So give me Tennessee. I'm not in the stake of having to swing big yet.
Rockets out Tennessee.
Yeah, I'll go with you guys. I'm going Tennessee too. I like Steve Angeli for Syracuse. He was decent at Notre Dame, but they just have nothing at skill position. I'll go Tennessee.
All righty, Nathan.
Nate has that look.
It's going Syracuse.
Give me the orange.
Oh,
that's your upset pick this week, bud?
That's my upset pick. I want a gimme for later. So give me Syracuse. I believe no. I know they lost a lot of talent. They lost McCord, who was a Heisman finalist. They lost Pena to Penn State. Go Penn State, or however it goes.
We are Penn State.
There you go. My apologies. Thank you.
Fox Sports.
Raw. But they look. Angeli's was solid from what we saw in the playoff. He's a veteran guy. He's been around the college atmosphere for quite some time, and I think they'll pull off the upset against a Tennessee team that will be. I think Joey Aguilar, I think, is the starting quarterback. So
yes.
I don't know much about him. Was I guess maybe okay UCLA? I don't freaking know. So give me the orange.
All right.
Rah.
And Chris, of course, wrote the only 10 I see.
That's how he pulls women. I bet he does.
I've been to the bar with Chris. That's how he rolls. All right.
I mean, he is Tyler Shuck, so
he is Tyler Shuck. Yeah, he's a starting quarterback for the Saints, man. He's rolling in it. All right, we're going downtown to Maddie's and Chris's LSU Tigers taking on the Lesser Tigers in Clemson. Maddie, I'm going to start off right here. I am going to give Brian Kelly one more chance. One more chance. What time is kickoff in this game on Sunday? Or is this a Saturday game?
Saturday.
Okay, yeah, give me LSU because they're awful in the Sunday games, but give me Brian Kelly knocking off Dabo Sweeney. We're doing this here. I'm with it because I'm so sick. The other team has been driving me. There's been 3 teams that have been driving me crazy about how much hype they're getting this year. The first one is Notre Dame. No offense, Brian. I'm like, guys, they lost like half their roster to the draft. With good reason, they had very good players last year. Like, can we calm down a little bit? Okay, they're making CJ Carr to be QB Jesus. If he is, I will totally eat crow on Monday. Totally fine. But the other team that bugs me is that they're crowning Clemson the national title contenders. I'm like, I get their defense is elite, but Cade Klubnik, I don't know. Give me LSU. They got some guys back. I think Brian Kelly understands the plank's getting real short. He's hearing the Ed Orgeron chants, the John Gruden chants. I think at least for now, they hold off the dogs. So give me the real Tigers to win. LSU.
I'm trying to find the game because I thought that it was away.
It is away in Clemson Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, but it's not a big home field advantage. It's like playing Death Valley.
So, all right. So it's not an upset then if they're plus 3.5, right?
No.
All right. Well, I'm still going to take it anyways.
Damn right.
Wait, hold on. This is the score flipped by 3. So yeah, no. It would be LSU would be like a 0.5 favorite on the road.
All right. So then I'm going to still take LSU right here. I'm going with them just because it's my team. It's Brian Kelly is 0 for 3 in season openers, but Saturday, I think this is very doable. I think this is a very doable, winnable game for them. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take LSU here. If this was maybe Georgia or Bama in Georgia or Bama, this would be a big different story. But I'll take LSU over Clemson here and just hope and pray that Brian Kelly doesn't mess this up.
I'm going to finally go against you guys. I'm going Clemson. Look, I watched Brian Kelly for years. I've seen this matchup over and over again. It's the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. I think Brian Kelly's going to struggle. LSU struggled to contain mobile quarterbacks last season. Still question on the offensive line for LSU. Give me Clemson. LSU starts off 0-1 yet again.
All right, so Plank, you have something to say? Either Brian Kelly is either going to win on a miracle kick, or they're going to get smoked, and Brian Kelly's going to be fired by week 5. That's deep, dude. Damn.
I would love Brian Kelly to get fired by week 5.
Oh my God, Matt's doing cartwheels.
Yeah.
Dude. All of a sudden you see somebody tweet out, John Gruden's at the Louisiana airport. I'm like, oh, yes, he is.
The flight tracker's going to go off this year. I can't wait.
Tell Sanasucci he's got to send me videos of you crashing out during the LSU game. That's like a necessity.
Oh, God. I hope we have TVs at the Verbo. We'll see if we're able to watch that. But if anything, it's going to be on my phone if we're stationed.
Commitment at its finest.
Listen, last year I watched Miami whoop on Bethan Cookman or whoever the hell we played week 4 while walking around a gift shop on Martha's Vineyard. I thought it was hilarious. Like, why are you watching the game? Like, because football is life, bro. Danny
I
Rojas
played
said
that
it
a few
best.
times. He got in a few looks. Yep. It's the best.
And my friend's wife goes, "That's why you're single." I'm like, "Nope, that's not the only reason."
That's one of them, but not the only one.
Fair. All right, Nathan.
Go Tigers.
Which one?
Oh, right. Sorry. The LSU Tigers.
Well, you said
Nice.
you said you did the Ed Orgeron.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I was gonna say
wow, Brian's lone wolfing it for Clemson. I love this. All right.
I completely understand, though.
I may have just jinxed it for Matt, so I apologize, but I believe.
I'm
Nah, you know
Barry
what?
Well, no,
Bruce,
it's
Brian
listen,
Kelly.
Nate. If
And-
anybody's jinxing it, it's not any of us. It's Brian Kelly.
Yeah. Or the ghost of the kid he killed.
Yo, Mike. Yeah, they don't talk about that enough. That he did that. That got swept under the rug pretty fast.
I'll try to press my mute button. Whoa, what?
You haven't heard Kevin's
heard
made
that?
this joke in this show like 7 times.
Yeah, Brian Kelly killed someone who's at Notre Dame. He told him to go up on like the what was
In like
it? It was
in like a windstorm. Like
yeah,
bad
yeah,
windstorm.
yeah, like film practice or
With the
something.
grad assistant or something. And like the kid like and the thing tipped over.
On second thought, nah.
Yeah, Brian Kelly's a bad dude.
Oh, you know what's so funny? His daughter's TikTok is the most hilarious thing on the planet. The oldest one, the one who was just one who's graduated from Notre Dame. Her TikTok is hilarious. When your dad leaves the school in the middle of the night, and that was the funniest TikTok I ever watched in my life. Oh my God.
That's pretty good.
All right, Vatek, South Carolina. Anybody got Vatek?
No.
No,
Wait, it's at home, right? It's at South Carolina?
I think
it's in
neutral
the
site.
Sandstorm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we good. Yeah. No, we good. No. We're not doing that.
Go Cox, baby.
Go Cox!
Greatest hat and T-shirt in like college history.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, big Cox, baby. Let's go. So minus 7.5. Yeah. Let's get to the good stuff. Come on.
They said 7.5 was enough.
Huh?
Nate, you'll understand this when you get older.
Wait, what was the joke? I missed it. Ah.
I said 7.5. She said that was enough.
Oh yeah, sure was.
If that's not, that should be plenty. That's not enough.
That's
I was gonna say like if that's not
you
enough,
might kill her.
Jesus.
You might kill her. Only
All
some
right.
can handle 7.5. Some may handle 8.
All right.
Hey.
And also, I believe Chris also took South Carolina. So we're moving on to the game of the weekend. LSU. Oh, no, we were to sorry. Wrong one.
We did that one.
Texas, Ohio State. The two teams that I think have actually almost 0 to no flaws. Woo! All right. Hook 'em. Oh, these nuts. I'm done with Ohio State. I am sick of their crap, man. Last year, it was like the perfect storm. We disrespected them so much that Ryan Day was also Kevin, our boy over at Tailgate in the Quad, did say he thinks Ryan Day's gonna be calling plays. And I'm like, Ryan Day calls plays, they lose games. So give me Texas to win here.
I'm also going to take Texas because if Arch Manning is who everybody says he is or will be, then he should beat Ohio State this week. So give me Texas over Ohio State.
I'm going Texas as well. They got 6 stars returning on defense. That defense gave them fits last year. They held Jeremiah Smith to only 1 catch for 3 yards. Texas also has 11 straight road wins, so I'll ride that.
Ooh, I love that stat. You feel a lot better at picking Texas.
I was gonna say,
actually, no. I'm going back. What was Texas's last road loss? We're going back to Alabama 22.
yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah. I'm sick with Texas here. Nathan
OH.
sucks. Yeah, it's okay. You and Chris are both going to Ohio State.
You know, see, for me and you, it's either gonna be really good for me or really good for you because we have opposite picks for most of these.
Yeah, Nate's basically picked against everything I've done so far.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Either I'll pay for it or I'll be smart.
Nate's he's so gun shy, Brian, because his first 2 weeks last year he went 100%.
Oh, okay.
Back-to-back weeks, 8 pick, went 16 points, was in first place. I endorsed his picks and then copied his picks in week 3.
Terrible.
So his strategy just the opposite.
I got this kid so paranoid he refused to pick anything for weeks. All right, by the way, Chris is upset, by the way. He's taking UCLA, a 5.5-point dog at home. So, last game.
The
one that matters. Game of the week.
Sunday night. I literally said I am not going to be available by phone call until probably Monday morning when I'm on vacation at 7 a.m. I will either be rocking this hat, singing Trick Daddy lyrics, and screaming at the top of my lungs, "The U is back," or cursing every single fake Catholic at Notre Dame. This is going to be a game.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's got a very good lineup. We talked about them when we did our little independence preview. I love Marcus Freeman as a coach. I don't know how big I am fan I am of CJ Carr studying the wrong defense and then posting it on Twitter. Miami Twitter has had a field day about this, and it's been the funniest thing I've seen all week. I'm gonna pick last because I have a rant. But Matthew, Notre Dame or Miami in Miami?
This feels like a coin flip game. Oh my God, this is tough. I'm gonna go with Miami. I don't have really an explanation. It's more like if Carson Beck wants to prove the doubters wrong, then he's got to beat Notre Dame week 1. And if he doesn't beat Notre Dame week 1, then everybody's just going to be singing the praises of "We told you so." So I'm going to take you could say maybe the team that's got the most odds to defy in Miami with Carson Beck over Notre Dame this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not comfortable picking it. It's very difficult.
Oh, this game is giving me stomach ulcers up and down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at Carson Beck yet. If we were playing them week 4, we played Florida again week 1. All right, we're going to kick DJ Lagway's butt up and down the field. But it's I don't know what Carson Beck is yet. Because are we getting 2023 Carson Beck where he's unstoppable, basically? Or close to unstoppable? Or are we getting 2024 where he's basically running for his life? Now, film tells you otherwise. Nathan, who you taking?
Here come the Irish.
Christopher took the U, by the way.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Shout out to hitting with his Birds fans, baby.
Get on your good side, not me. I got my boy right here, so we going Irish, baby.
Brian, do I even have to ask?
Yeah, no, you really don't. Go
Irish. DJ Carr, Jeremiah Love, best running back in the nation.
Yes, best running back in the nation is a man named Jordan Lyle, by the way. So last year, Miami had the unfortunate problem of having basically me, Nate, and Brian out there in the secondary. And they got smoked by a bunch of mediocre Enterprise rental employees and Kyle McCord, who just got cut by the Eagles. Victory! So, dude, I was so happy when we traded for Sam Howell because as much as he killed my Hurricanes for years, watching Kyle McCord get axed was yeah, buddy!
Just an extra win, a little personal win.
A little, it's a little big there. If only Fran could get fired, it'd be even better. Anyway. Miami went out and said, Mario Cristobal said, all right, bet. I'm going to take you. I'm going to take you. Goes out and gets the best defensive back prospect in the portal, and Xavier Lucas pulls him. Go get some linebackers. Oh, yeah, we're going to go out and get the fastest receiver in football out of BYU. And then we're going to go get CJ Daniels out of LSU because we want to make sure Carson Beck's got weapons. And then we're going to go get Carson Beck. Positions they didn't touch. They didn't need to touch him. Offensive line and running back. Mark Fletcher and Jordan Lyle are the 2 best running back combo in the ACC by a mile. Fletcher, I've been calling him Baby Derrick Henry for years. This kid, I've been watching since he's a freshman in college. I was there when he actually tore his ACL. I was at that Boston College game. Kind of rough. But Jordan Lyle, I watched him bust a 97-yard run against South Florida where he clocked 21-6, and they also have like 3 other good running backs on that roster. This Miami team. Oh, by the way, everyone's like, Elijah Royal left. I'm like, yeah, Elijah Lofton's better. This team is ready to just make it hurt. Give me the Hurricanes. I think this is it. Carson Beck has taken so much abuse this year. I went from looking at this. I used to not be a Carson Beck fan. I'll admit this right now. I was not a Carson Beck fan at all. I thought he was overrated. So he became a sympathetic figure to a figure I root for within the last 7 months. This is before he even became a Miami quarterback, because the amount of crap he was taking from SEC fans. I'm like, this guy won your conference. He beat most of your teams. He had no receivers last year, but yet you guys are crapping on. I was like bewildered by it. I don't know. Maybe it's his attitude.
Heat for the Kaya Trump tweet when he broke up with one of the twins from Miami.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think one of the best decisions of his life was getting rid of her.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
Oh yeah, that kid's gonna be locked in, dude. It's Miami. You can find a girl more beautiful than her within 30 feet. Just toss a rock.
Me and Nate said on the show one time, if you have a long distance girlfriend and she goes to Miami, you do not have a girlfriend anymore.
Dang right, you do not.
Especially when she's a TikTok star.
Oh yeah, she ain't nothing.
Yeah, nothing made me happier. Listen, my belief in Carson really started picking up when he broke up with her. I was like, okay, this kid actually is gonna have some focus. Dude, dates a model who lives there full time, because her biggest issue is her Instagram followers. The Cavender twins are a whole different circus. Dude, go get it, man. I think Carson Beck, this is his redemption tour. Shannon Dawson's offense has proven it can make even Tyler Van Dyke look like a Heisman candidate, even if it's only for a few weeks. I believe in this Hurricanes team, and I think this is the first game where everyone's like, oh, maybe we were crapping on Beck too much. Carson Beck revenge tour starts now. Give me Miami by a touchdown. I think Notre Dame's going to play a hell of a game. I just think the problem is that The Rock is going to be rocking. As much as people give that environment so much crap, when there's a big game in town, the city of Miami.
Ian Book said it on the podcast the other day on the Echoes. He's like, yeah, there's no bigger home field, no louder stadium I've been in than Hard Rock.
When that place is rocking, the acoustics are unreal. So yeah, give me Miami. All right, so I'm gonna forego my upset this week. I'm just gonna take Alabama over Florida State. There's no upset where I feel comfortable risking my money on or my points. I will forego the 8th point and go, because chances are none of us are getting a perfect score.
Yeah, probably not.
Nate, you picked against Miami. You're not getting a perfect score. That being said, I'm going to take Alabama over Florida State. Death to the Noles, baby. Matthew, who's your upset or gimme? I believe you have to take an upset here.
Yeah. So question. So if a team is at home and they are the underdog at +5.5, is that a big enough spread?
That is a big enough spread.
All right. Well, the upset of the week is going to be Charlotte over Appalachian State.
Deep pull. I love it.
Let's go. Because if it wasn't going to be that, it was going to be Merrimack over Kent.
Shout out to my cousin's alma mater, Merrimack. All right, Nathan.
Yay! All right, Vess, I get the gimme, right?
You get a gimme.
Yeah.
All right, SMU over East Texas A&M.
Okay.
15.5, by the way, is the spread, so I'm chilling.
15.5. Oh my God.
Let's go.
Nate, I think you get Nate. If they don't beat them by at least 20, I think you lose a point there.
Oh, heck no. I believe if Kevin Jennings loses to East Texas A&M, I will retire from this.
Don't retire.
Wow.
Nate, don't retire. Just be like indentured servitude or something like that. I need you around here too much.
All right, you're right. My bad. You're right. Yeah.
All right, so Brian, you are a guest of the show, obviously, so you get to pick upset gimmies, whatever you want. You give us a game that you love, that you can like stamp your stamp of approval on, that you haven't talked about already. You can give an upset, whatever you want to do.
This is going to be a tough one for me, but I I'll give you Auburn versus Baylor. Auburn's -2.5 right now. I would take Baylor +2.5 at home.
I like it. Kelsey is somewhere fist bumping a little bit. All right, Matt, the draft order has been randomized. Let's see what I got.
I'm the third to last.
I'm second to last. And Nate, you're seventh.
I'm talking about, baby. I love that. Heck yeah, I'm seventh. I'll take it.
I'm drafting Jalen Hurts in my second pick in the second round. Just to F with it. Here's the thing, Brian, I drafted Hurts a round early last year and I still won the damn league.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm the defending champ in this league. Like, I don't care. Like,
you already won. You're good.
I smoke these guys anyway. It's a $10 buy-in. I really do not care that much. It's literally what
I spent $10 to stay on a cheeseburger. Like, that's nothing.
Yeah, I spent $10 today on yesterday on taillights I didn't need. I had an electrical issue in my truck yesterday. It said that my taillights were faulty. I go get home, I test them out to go switch them. They're working again. I'm like, this happens. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to our boy Brian Giminaro for coming out today. Dan Birdie's finest. Unfortunately, I hate his team that he's rooting for in college, but we're pulling for him. He's also a great co-host of our
enemies this week. We'll be friends again next week. That's what happens in football.
Exactly. 3rd and 10 podcast. Go check them out. They just dropped an episode today. They dropped an episode Tuesday. Matt and I and Nate, you can find us at Corner Booth Podcast. Chris is making his official return in the next 2 weeks. Should be a fun time. We're talking Monday, NFC East, our final preview of the entire football season. And it's going to be grip it and rip it from there. So, hope you all have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Forgetting it's Labor Day. But, yeah, watch some college football. Enjoy yourselves. I'm looking forward to every minute of it. I'm looking forward to the negative 3 hours of sleep I'm going to get after Miami. Hopefully it pulls off the upset against Notre Dame. Other than that, yeah, nobody really cares about Belichick on Monday. So, North Carolina, TCU. Real tractor pull right there.
The story's not off the field with Jordan doing all the trademarks.
Oh, Bill. All right,
Bill.
ladies and gentlemen, shout out to our sponsors, Righteous Felon, promo code BELLYUP for 15% off. Camps.com, promo code BELLYUP, 20% off your purchase at checkout. And, of course, SeatGeek, the best ticketing app on the planet. Promo code BELLYUP Sports for $20 off your first purchase only. Some restrictions may apply. We will see you guys on Monday for our NFC East preview and our final NFL kickoff show. And then it's time, baby. The NFL is back. Shout out to Brian and Nate for coming on as well. And shout out to Kev for trying to make it, but his, unfortunately, he just, got sick. So appreciate y'all. Have a good day. Peace.